Howdy guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. I'm Nintendo Capri Sun. We're going into Zozo now. We're going to advance the story here. Good lord. Well, okay. I didn't check to make sure. Yeah, I think I might run from this. Yeah. Ah, there we go. I need to check my espers here. Or check my situation first of all. Yeah, he's about to gain a level, so let's put the zone seek on him. Yep. There we go. Who's got the XP egg right now? Nobody, probably. Yeah, okay, this is fine the way it is, though. Oh, we do need to hit the bird up, though. So, man, there's a lot going on lately. You guys know, you're well aware of it just as I am, but holy crap, it sure is. It's been a rough couple of days, hasn't it? I mean, you wouldn't think for a person like me, who's basically used to being isolated. But, boy, I gotta tell you. It's just weird, because you always daydream about this kind of thing happening, like, oh, a world epidemic or something, you know. You see it in the movies, and it's all interesting, you know, because it's like, oh, you go drive around outside, and there's, like, no cars on the road. I mean, that's like a dream come true. I'm not saying that that this is a dream come true. Just the idea, though, of, like, you know, the world not being so crowded and stuff, but it's not really all as great as you think it would be. Anyway, we need to talk to this guy to get rust rid so we can open a rusted door that you might have seen earlier in the game. Jeez, the encounter right here just pisses me off all the time, man. It's gotta be so bad, man. Besides, I gotta keep an eye on who's next to gain a level here. I don't even know if Rex gained his yet. The XP in here is actually pretty dank. Oh yeah, he hasn't even gained it yet, but he does have Zone Seek on, so he should be okay. Alright. Well, let's move along then. Into the cafe and up the stairs. Oh my gosh, in the words of Monami, we are so splendid right now. Ah, rusted door, here we go. So, fun fact about this dungeon. Somebody screwed up when they were designing this dungeon. And it turns out there's no magic. What the hell? That's my phone going off. You won't get hit by any magic attacks whatsoever in this dungeon. So if you got somebody who knows the Vanish spell, or, well, I guess you can't cast that outside of battle, that's too bad. Well, in that case, we can just equip somebody with Phantom here. And just go into a battle, and summon Phantom. Oh, well, we're not going to summon Phantom this way. Alright, fine. I don't know if that would actually work, like if you summon Phantom in a fight like this, or you were surrounding the enemy. Would it still... Oh, it still would work on all four of you, okay. Well, that's what I'm going to do then. Because it turns out every single enemy in this dungeon has only physical attacks, so if you summon Phantom, it makes you all invisible, and you can basically just walk your way right through this dungeon and never have to worry about taking any damage whatsoever. And it's crazy. Honest to God, it's kind of crazy. But it's a nice little breather. It gives you a chance to gain some free experience for absolutely no effort whatsoever. And so take your... Well, you're done, aren't you? Yeah. So I guess I'm next. Alright, let's do some switching here. Palador on you for a little bit. And we're just gonna have a really nonsensical, very disorganized Esper setup for a little bit here. One thing I didn't realize, NCS didn't have any of the Zone Seek spells yet. Usually everyone has them at this point. Yeah, let's go get that first. So I kind of sort of was apprehensive about doing all the Coliseum stuff, and for one main reason. Because some of the stuff that you get, or that I got in the Coliseum, is stuff that we can just pick up in this dungeon. Maybe not in the same quantity, necessarily. But yeah, look at us go. Like, they just can't hit us. They can't do anything to us. So all we gotta do is just keep the fists flying, keep the damage rolling. Diana just learned X Zone. Hell yeah. So the ice shield right there. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Front row, front row, front row with popcorn. Over here we get a red cap. Okay. Red cap is also for, like the red jacket, is for one of the two brothers. So the red cap, much like the green beret, is actually a piece of headgear that increases your max HP. But it increases it by twice as much as the green beret does. And I feel that that's definitely worth it. The question is, worth it for who, though? This is going to drop your defense either way. I don't want to drop Sabin's magic power too much, so I think I'd rather just give it to him. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, look at that. Now I'm at 2,000 HP. Excuse me, I'm at 2,000 HP! Oh my gosh, man. I need better heal that up then. Oh wait, he lost his Vanish. Oops. Ooh. Alright, whatever. We didn't get all the money back. Maybe we didn't beat him fast enough? Huh, that's weird. I thought you always get the money back, but I guess not. Thunder Shield. I want to look at something with that there, because I'm not sure... Like, what is that weak against? Because I know, like, the Ice Shield Flame, it absorbs thunder. Oh. No effect from air. And then 50% damage from ice and fire. That's interesting. That's actually really good. Question is, who's gonna get it? I think you should get it. Yes. Alright then. Just moving along here. Geez, preemptive attack, alright. Yeah, but like, I don't know what else to say about all this. It's like, you know, we're all self-isolating, but everything's closing down. Like in the state of Ohio, they basically said all bars have to close down after 9 p.m. or something like that. They're just trying to prevent people from, like, gathering in large groups. So it's kind of understandable. But at the same time, it's like, well, what are these people supposed to do? People who work in the bars, you know? Like, somebody's gonna compensate them for all the money they're losing. Not to mention the tips. Aegis Shield, huh? So it doesn't really have like a weak point, it doesn't absorb anything, but it can be used by anybody. So that's good, and if you look at the numbers on it, I think you would be pretty impressed. Like that magic block percent up by 30. Not to mention the defense and magic defense. Yeah, man. I'd almost rather put that on Sabin, to be honest, because he has more issues with defense than I do. Well, I don't know about that. Judging by the numbers, he's about the same. Oh well, too late. I just put it on him. I mean, he deserves it more than I do. He's the one that donated $1,000 after all. Gold hairpin, that's a relic that you can put on to cut your MP consumption in half. Ursus yet again. Good thing these things are fairly easy to kill. And once again, we take no damage whatsoever as long as we're invisible in here. You also get to see some cool effects like Edgar's helmet and the tools being held by seemingly nobody. So we're almost done already, can't help but feel. There's a switch here that does something kind of big, so for the time being, I'm just going to avoid it. Magic 2 here, or Fire 2 rather. Going on the assumption here again that a palette swap would be weak to the same thing that the other palette swap is weak against. I know that's not always true, but in the case of those guys it is. Now if I use a tent, like, is that gonna... I don't even need to use a tent, what the hell. actually saved there. There we go. I didn't hear the sound. I was like, oh, is it saved or not? Let's come down through here. Alright, sneaking on by. We were coming up here to look for somebody who was apparently writing letters to this girl in place of her boyfriend, who apparently... Well, we don't know what happened to the boyfriend yet. So we heard he was in Moblees, but I mean, that town basically got smashed. There's no sign of him when we visited, so I don't know, man. All signs point to no. I mean, chances are he's not up here. But we were also hearing a lot of rumors about someone else who was coming through here. As far as that goes, didn't we say it looked like a certain person's handwriting? Ooh boy. I mean, I guess at least he's finally admitting it, but boy, I tell you. Oh, jeez, John. Didn't think you were the type, my man. Then again, I don't know. Rosa, John, maybe. Yeah. And I guess you're supposed to assume that this is him sending off that letter. Maybe he made like several copies of it. Reworded a few things, you know, to make sure he got it exactly the way he wanted it. The world before the fall. Delightful is the light of dawn. Noble is the heart of man. And then there's all these other people. John! John! Hey, you're alive. What's up, my man? John, we need you. I shall go with you. I shan't leave the world as it is. How did you find me? Wait, tell me you didn't read my letters. Oops. I love how you hardly ever hear this part of this song, and then you do hear it here because it plays for so long. And it just goes perfect with him, like, taking out the flowers and his moment of embarrassment, you know? It's like, you know what? If a guy wants to put together a bunch of flowers for a girl, more power to him, man. Just do it, you know? John, these flowers are gorgeous! I thought you were taking up sword fighting. It's funny, the real John is taking up sword fighting, and it's like... Oh, Tara's so cute when she does her little... She like has she like has stubs for arms when she does it, but... Oh no. You wanted to find that boyfriend and shake some sense into him, is that what you wanted to do? Yaki on Miranda. He said he had to become stronger if he was to face Kefka. I think we've all been saying that. So you're gonna get that last little bouquet of flowers up there. Oh, I guess I got it. Still looking for that chest right there, though. If you come back up here, found the key to John's secret treasure chest. Let's check it out. Let's get all the daring goodies or the... Why, a child could use this machine. This is a joke, I'll never be afraid of machines again. Found machinery manual and Book of Secrets. This is much funnier in the Game Boy Advance translation. I believe the Book of Secrets is actually called Bushido in the Bedroom, which is bound to put people, basically stun people into silence if the last stream I watched of this is any indication. Well, he's not in the party, and that's okay, because we don't really need him for this part. Besides, we're the ones who are banished. I love that you can only see Sabin's fist there when he's invisible like that. It's just cool, because it gives you a nice little look into how they... sort of a little bit about how they designed the characters, you know? They section them off into different like, pieces, you know? it's kind of like each character has a certain different moving parts. You know, there's a part that's attacking, there's a part that's standing there, there's a part that has weird expressions on their faces or whatever. I'm going to save again here. I think I should be able to handle this. I think as long as you keep your HP over 100, it should be okay, or over 1,000, I mean. But yeah, this is, you step on this button and a dragon comes out of the treasure chest. You may or may not have heard it from an NPC at this point, but there are 8 dragons scattered around the world of Ruin, and this is one of them. And we're gonna go ahead and take care of him because we got what we need. Shit, I put that in wrong. So your Vanish is not gonna save you from this. He uses magic, so, you know. But keep the mages on cure detail at all times. And you should be just fine. Might not be able to heal yourself fully, but then that's why it's a good thing we have 2 of them. Alright, that should work. Because a single move of his will do a lot of damage. And that's why, well, didn't do much there because, because Diana has the Thunder Shield, which is no damage from air, and then Celeste has Minerva, so that nullifies that damage. Yeah, just cure on every turn. It's really that simple. I mean, not to oversimplify it. That's just what I do here. There's probably faster ways to do this. He is weak to thunder if you want to try that. You have good enough magic power. Maybe if you have Diana more, you can get a few good shots in. But in the meantime, like, you know, Bum Rush is going to be doing most of your damage anyway. So you can do that. Yeah, even without Morphin, she's through 3,500, so... like, I could have her Morphin, she can basically double that. Maybe we should try it. Putting out that damage. Just keep the cures coming, even if you don't think you need them, maybe you do. As long as everybody's in 4 digits. Drill, drill, all day long. Drill while you sing this song. And Bolt 2, I believe this should do it. Oh boy, arrows. Not fun, not fun. Yeah, if he gets a lot off in a row, you know, he could catch up with you. That's why I like to cure on every turn though, because otherwise, holy crap. Dang, we never got to see Diana with the big ass Bolt 2 damage, but oh well. It's okay. 10 magic points, Force Armor, oh boy. 7 dragons left, so, let me take a look at that Force Armor. Okay, 50% damage to most elements, just to the basic ones. And from what I remember, this is also really good for... oh, this one's also good for dodging, isn't it? It's gonna say magic defense you get from this thing. Ooh, I don't know. But she's already getting 0 damage from air and a lot of other things. I almost wonder if I shouldn't put it on one of these guys, but they have the red jackets that we just picked up, so... maybe not. Maybe it'd be smarter to put it on her. It's just there's very little point in putting Force Armor on somebody who's already getting... I mean, Force Armor gives them more coverage overall, so I guess there is that. That's all it really is, so... so we're all in the front row here. I guess we could reestablish the Vanish thing here so we can get out of this dungeon with ease. Drill him to the ground, dude. I want to see that nasty-ass underwear of his. But you know what's even nastier is like the underwear of those giant trolls in Dragon Quest. You can only imagine what that smells like. Jeez. I'll go ahead and save since I beat that guy. Let me see something. Is there not like a spell that can get us out of here? Because I know there's like a warp spell in this game. But I think what it does, well, dungeons and battles. But I think what this does is takes you back to the last entrance you went in from. Like one entrance at a time. Like if I cast it right now. So like if I cast it right now, it would take us... Oh! Never mind. Okay then. I mean, that's brilliant. I hope there wasn't anything we needed to see on the way out of there. I don't think there was, though. But usually if there is something that the game wants you to see on the way out, then it won't let you do that. So yeah, now we have Cyan. Good deal. So I think next on the list here, I'm probably just going to run over here and pick up Gal real quick. Because he's really easy to get. And I guess at this point, the game kind of expects you to go in here. And this be like the next thing you try. What I'd really like to do is go ahead and go to Narsh next. But there's also problems with that. Because like a lot of the stuff that's in Narsh you can't get unless you have Locke. Because he can open the locked doors. The problem is that Locke is the hardest character to get in the game. Which doesn't necessarily mean that he'll be the last one I get. In fact, I might go for it just after this. I'm a little bit torn between whether I want to go for Locke first or Realm after this. But I'm definitely doing this next, that's all I know for sure, so I'm going to go ahead and land. And next time on Final Fantasy VI, not Final Fantasy X, we're going to go to Narsh. I mean, if we have to make a second trip in here later with Locke, that's not a big deal. We could do that, you know, we just have to do it, you know. Until then, take care, everybody. And stay safe, please do. Do what you gotta do, man. So, bye-bye then.